sweeping credit card reform act goes into effect today to protect you from getting ripped off by your credit card company. But did you know they could still jack up your interest rates, charge fees, and even cancel your card without warning? Here to tell us everything you need to know to really protect you is the author of Master Your Debt, Jordan E. Goodman. Welcome, Jordan.
Great to be with you all.
So important day today. The credit card holder's Bill of Rights goes into effect today. What changes are we going to see?
Well, there are some things that are going to give you notice when they're about to hit you over the head, but they're still going to hit you over the head.
Okay.
If that makes you feel any better. So, for example, they have to give you 45 days notice before they can raise your interest rates. But after that, they're going to raise your interest rates.
Regardless.
Okay? Yeah, there are things that are going to help with young people. They can't market cards to those under age 21 unless they have independent proof of income, or you get a cosigner.
So they can't be. Can they be on college campuses? Because when I went to school, they were all over.
Oh yeah, they're on college campuses. But now the kids are going to invite you to the football and basketball games because you've got to be there to cosign these days. So that makes it feel.
Chapter 7 of your book gives it a big detail. What about being late?
Well, the late fees are still there, but again, they have to give you notice about them. In some cases, you have to be 60 days late. In the past, they could hit you right away. But the late fees are still really very high, $29, $39 in many cases. So it's really very expensive for people.
What about interest rates? Are they limited?
There are some limitations. For example, when they offer you a rate, it has to be good for at least the first year. If it's an introductory rate, at least 6 months. But if you pay late, again, they can jack it up. There are no limits on what interest rates can be. Okay. People thought they were this. They used to call this usury, but not anymore.
It's usury, yeah.
So
the
now
bookies charge
they've
less.
They've put all these things in place, right? All these things to keep the credit card. But they have figured out how to get around 8 of these things. So what good was it?
Well, there are these limitations. It's kind of notice. The lawyers are happy because they're giving you notice they're about to hit you over the head.
What are the major changes now that we're going to see this week?
For example, in the past, they would just hit you right away, and now they have to give you 45 days notice before they hit you.
So it's basically up to the person who has the card to assume responsibility and control. Right. They're just warning you. It's going to go up in a month. It's going to go up in 6 months.
So what a lot of banks
but you better come up with the money anyway.
They raise the rates before it even happens. So leading into today with the bill going into effect, they've raised rates to 29% already.
So
how much higher can they go?
Is that the biggest deal, the fact that they're warning you? That's the major change?
That's a big part of it. The thing under 21, there are some limitations on what the fees, but in many cases, see, these banks have incorporated in Delaware and the state of South Dakota, because basically they own the place. And that's what happened is they can do whatever they want, whatever rates, whatever fees.
So is anybody ever going to pay attention to the American people? Do we not matter at all? What the hell?
Well, you're right.
In terms of practicality,
has got a lot of things that she's mad about, and we want to see.
People are very mad about this, rightly so.
So is this a good deal that they're doing?
Well, there are some things that are going to be, you're going to get warning. That's what it is. You're getting notice, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to raise your interest rates or fees.
You called me in the makeup room a freeloader. What do you mean by that?
Okay, now I'm going to be a banker for a moment, okay? The way I used to look at you in the past, which is you pay your bills on time, is like you're a good customer. That's a really good thing.
That's what I do.
Okay, now I'm going to say you are a freeloader because we're not making enough money off of you. Okay, now we want to charge you annual fees. We want to have you spend more to get annual, frequent flyer points, that kind of thing. Charge late fees. They're now going to charge inactivity fees if you don't use your card enough.
I pay my bill every month. I don't carry anything. I haven't done it for years and years.
And you're going to get penalized.
That's correct.
How many times can people get up your butt without screaming?
This is double speak. Very Orwellian.
Excuse
me. Do not listen to them.
Before we start screaming and yelling, why is she being penalized? Why
Well,
are
because they're not making enough money from her.
How are they penalizing her on me?
Well, they're going to charge an annual fee when in the past they did not charge an annual fee.
Right.
Well, they do. American Express does.
American Express, but like your Visa and MasterCard, which you probably paid off in full forever, they've never charged you an annual fee. Now they're going to charge you an annual fee.
Do you agree it's almost like how the airlines are operating, where they're sort of having all these back fees and charges, and then you end up paying for it even if you don't
peanuts,
need it?
whatever, that's the same kind of thing.
They're also, because she pays every month and I pay every month, then you get rewards.
Now, you're still going to get rewards, but you're going to get less rewards. You're going to have to spend more to get the same rewards in the past.
Yes.
You're going to make it more expensive. See, the banks lost about $20 billion is what they've estimated by these new rules. So they're going to make up $20 billion from somewhere else, right?
Okay, so many people are drowning in credit card debt. And the average family, I read, has 8 cards and is $8,000 in debt.
Right.
Will these new rules help them?
Well, to some extent, but there are some things they can do right now. I don't want to just have politicians say them, because there are things they can do right now. The first thing they should do is go to a national, non-profit credit counseling agency, because they can get you rates you can't possibly get on your own. My favorite one is called Cambridge Credit Counseling. Their website, cambridgecredit.org, and they can get you rates of about 6% instead of 29%.
That's interesting. Okay.
That's the first thing you can do. Second thing is get better credit cards. There's a website, creditcardperks.com, where there's great deals to be had out there. There's one state in the country that has the lowest interest credit cards, which is Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas, they can't charge more than 5% over the prime. So there are better deals, but you have to go get them instead of being a victim.
Jordan,
That's
thank you.
interesting.
We're going to put all that information on our website in case you didn't catch it so that you can protect yourself. Everyone in the audience is also getting a copy of Master Your Debt. Thanks to you, Jordan.
Thank you so much.
Back.